Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look that I'm wearing. This is definitely like a festive glam kind of makeup look. I am obsessed with wearing this kind of look during the holiday season just because it is so effortless and beautiful and elegant but sexy because we got like a bold lip going on. Also, this look is completely drugstore products, which I'm super excited about because not all of us have money to just shell out at Sephora, you know. So today I just used everything from the drugstore. A lot of hidden gems are at the drugstore right now, you guys. So if you guys would like to see how I achieved this look today, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so the first thing I'm going to take is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I just picked this up at Walmart a couple days ago. This is in the shade Ivory 330. So I'm just going to use this to prime my eyes before we go in with any eyeshadow. I've used this like one time before because I did try to film this video a couple days ago. And I think this is like probably like my new like favorite concealer right now at the drugstore. So I'm just taking this AOA Studio brush just to pat in this concealer. Okay, so now I'm going to take the CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder. This is in the shade 110 Porcelain. Just looks like this. I really like this powder to set my concealer so that it doesn't crease when I go in with the eyeshadow. I'm just going to pick that up and just set my eyelids. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using these new shadows that I just got from e.l.f. I know it looks like I've used them to death, but I've literally used them one time, so I don't know why it looks disgusting. But this one is the Cream and Sugar palette. This one's Pumpkin Pie. And I dug my nail in that one on accident, so there you have it. And then this one is Berry Bad, and it's like a berry tone palette. So I just picked up these. I think they're like $4 or something like that at Walmart, Target. I think I got mine at Target. But I've already done a tutorial, like my last drugstore video was with these eyeshadow palettes, and the blendability that these eyeshadows have are freaking insane. So I wanted to pick up a couple more because I was really impressed with these ones. So the first palette I'm gonna take is Pumpkin Pie. And I'm going to take this top color right here. It's kind of like a warm transition shade. So I'm just going to use that on a Morphe M441 brush. It's just a blending brush. And I'm just going to blend this into my crease. I want this look to be kind of simple on the eyes, but I mean, we'll see where we go with that because I really want to do a bold lip for this look, for like a nice kind of like holiday cranberry kind of look. So I'm just continuing to blend this shade in my crease, and I'm just going from the outer corner towards the inner corner, and I'm just doing like little circular motions to help blend this color. But you can see like how easy these shades blend out, and the pigmentation is like insane. And I am getting into like this, like up towards my brow, like I'm blending up in here to really kind of carve out this whole crease area. So now I'm just going to take some tape and I'm just going to line this up because I'm going to do like a smoky wing. So now I'm going to take the Cream and Sugar palette, and I'm going to take this dark brown right here at the top. And I'm going to use that as my wing. So the first brush I'm going to use is going to be the Morphe E36 brush. It just looks like this. It's like a pencil brush. I'm just going to pick up some of that shade. And then I'm starting kind of like in the middle of my eye, and I'm just blending back and forth like this towards the tape. I'm blending out towards the tape. I'm going to take the Morphe M506 brush, And I'm gonna go back in with that transition shade that we first used in the crease. And I'm just going to blend over that liner to give it more of like a smokier look. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in with the Pumpkin Pie palette, and I'm gonna take this color right here. It's like a really pretty kind of rustic kind of bronze shade. So I'm gonna use that all over my lid. And I'm gonna pick that up on the Morphe M124 brush. It's just like a flat kind of brush like this. And then I'm picking some of that up on the brush, and then I'm gonna take the Milani Make It Last setting spray, and I'm just going to spray that so that it sticks better to my lid. So I'm just applying that to like the first half pretty much of my lid. I think I'm gonna use just a little bit of this e.l.f. It's like a liquid eyeshadow. It's in the shade Copper Pop. So I'll show you it on my hand so you could see the color. It's a really pretty like liquid eyeshadow that has some glitter in it, so I feel like that would look really pretty like just as a pop on the lid. So I'm just gonna work from the back of my hand with this color because I don't want a lot of glitter. I just want like just a little bit of a pop. I'm just going to pat this kind of like in the center. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with that dark brown shade again, and I'm just going to touch up the wing a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild multi-stick. It's in the color Chocolate Cheat Day. It looks like this. It's like an eyeliner, but you can use it on your eyes, your lips, your cheeks. You can use it pretty much anywhere. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this on the lid area. Now I'm going to take a Morphe M432 brush. It's just a definer brush. And I'm going to pick up that chocolate shade. And I'm just going to like buff that out against the lash line. Just so that when we go in with eyeshadow or eyelashes, it sticks better and it looks more natural. So I'm gonna zoom you out and then we can go ahead and start on the face. So I'm gonna spray some of this Maybelline Glass Spray. This is the Makeup Finishing Spray Dewy Finish one. I just got this and it's supposed to be like a dupe for the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. So I'm gonna spray this underneath my makeup because I feel like on top it's gonna be like too dewy for me. So it smells really good. It smells kind of like a leave-in conditioner. It made my skin so dewy and glowy. So I feel like underneath makeup, this would look really pretty and make your foundation like glowy and stuff. So for primer, I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is a really good primer for pores. So even with that putty primer on top, that Maybelline setting spray is still making my skin look so like dewy and like hydrated. So if you are more on the dry side, that is gonna be like a game changer for your foundation for sure. So for foundation, I'm gonna take one of my favorite foundations ever. This is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This is the mattifying one. I'm in the shade Light Beige. I'm obsessed with this foundation. A little bit goes a very long way and it just looks like your skin but like perfected, and it does keep you matte and it doesn't make me crease at all throughout the day, and it stays on for literally like hours. So I highly recommend this to like any skin type. I feel like it works for pretty much everybody. I'm just gonna use my Real Techniques sponge to blend this out. And the coverage on this is insane, and it feels so like lightweight. So if you don't like the feeling of foundation, I feel like you would really like this. So I'm just gonna take a brush and I'm gonna apply some down my neck just because the shade is a little bit off because I'm so fair right now. Okay, so for concealer, I'm gonna take that L'Oreal concealer and I'm just going to apply that to my center areas and under my eyes. So I'm just gonna let this set for a second before I go in and blend it out. You guys, this freaking concealer looks so good under my eyes. Like, I cannot even tell you how good this concealer looks right now. I don't know if it's like this in conjunction with the foundation and that setting spray, but my skin looks so freaking good. Like, good. So I'm gonna use my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Toast, and I'm gonna use a little bit of this just to contour my cheeks. And I've been bringing my contour like up a little bit. So normally like my contour is like right here, but I've been bringing it just slightly up because I've noticed like when I blend it, it blends a little bit down. So I've been like bringing it up just a little bit. And then I'm gonna contour under my lip and like above my lip too. So I'm gonna use my favorite brush to blend out creams. This is the Airbrush Blender from e.l.f. I'm obsessed with this brush. This is like the best brush to blend out any cream products with. Okay, so to blend out my lips, I'm gonna take the AOA Studio high definition brush. It's just like a blending brush like this. And I'm just going to blend out. So this is gonna make your lips appear bigger because you're contouring underneath it, which is therefore it's creating a shadow. It's almost like using a darker lip liner around your lips because it makes your lips look a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit more of that concealer from L'Oreal, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that down my nose, and a little bit on the tip, and then I'm going to put some on the side of my nose. So I'm going to use my beauty sponge to blend out the center. So for the next cream product, I'm going to use the Maybelline Cheek Heat cream blush, sheer gel cream blush in the shade 25 Fuchsia Spark. And the brush I'm going to use is the Jabanesque brush. I don't know, oh wait, number 718. It's just like a flat kind of small foundation brush. So you can see it just gives you like this nice glow, but you can definitely like layer it if you want a little bit more blush. But I just like a subtle kind of glow because then I go over top of it with a powder blush and I feel like it looks a lot better. So now I'm going to set my under eyes, and I'm using my favorite Fit Me powder from Maybelline. This is in the shade Fair. Okay, so I'm going to use my sponge and I'm just going to pick up some of that and just set under my eyes. And this powder with the L'Oreal concealer together, it makes your under eyes look so perfect. So now I'm going to set the rest of my face with the CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder in the shade Light Pale. I'm going to use my favorite Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This one just smells so delicious. And I'm going to set the cream with this bronzer. I'm just going to use a little bit because this one is a little too dark for me. And I'm using an e.l.f. angled blush brush, my favorite brush for contour and bronzer. So to set my nose contour, I'm going to use this Morphe E62 brush. I like it because it's like an angled kind of brush, so it's perfect to get down like the sides of your nose. So I'm going to take some of that Fit Me powder and I'm going to bake the sides of my nose. And this is my favorite brush to use to do the bake. It's a MAC 106 brush. I don't know if MAC still carries this brush. It's just like a kind of flat kind of angle brush, and I just use it to apply the powder. So to set the cream blush, I'm going to apply the Milani Luminoso blush. It's like a really pretty peachy tone. I like this blush because it gives like a nice like glow to your skin. And that will definitely fade. So right now on camera, it looks a little intense. I could already see it, but it will tone down once we start finishing the rest of the makeup. So I'm going to take that Fit Me powder and I'm just going to sharpen up underneath. So I normally don't leave that on for too long. I'm going to go ahead and brush away my nose contour, or my nose bake. And I brush up. So before I apply highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and take the Make It Last setting spray from Milani, and I'm just going to spray my face. For highlighter, I'm going to take one of my favorites, which is Wet n Wild Precious Petals. This is such a pretty kind of champagne-y gold highlight. Looks really good on these kind of like eye looks when you're working with gold. But you could see like how freaking gorgeous this highlight is. Definitely does not feel drugstore. I'm gonna put some on the side of my temples. The Morphe M213 brush is just like a small like one for the inner corners, and I'm gonna apply this to the tip of my nose. down the bridge. And then I'm gonna put some on my Cupid's bow. I'm also gonna put some on the brow bone. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you in and we can finish off the eyes. So I'm gonna take that Wet n Wild crayon stick and I'm just going to apply this to my waterline. And then I'm gonna go in with that dark brown that we used in the Cream and Sugar palette. I'm gonna take that color on a flat definer brush. And I'm blending like the liner with the shadow. Okay, so I'm gonna take the transition shade that we used in the Pumpkin Pie palette on a Morphe M506 brush, and I'm just going to buff out that dark color. And you guys know I love like a blown out under eye, so I always like bring it down. I'm gonna take from the Cream and Sugar palette, I'm gonna use this color. I'm gonna use this color right here. It's like kind of like a champagne-y gold kind of color. I'm just gonna pop that right here in my inner corner. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply my lashes and my mascara off of camera. I'm going to go ahead and pop on the Ardell number 113 black lashes. These are really pretty kind of everyday glam lashes. So I will go ahead and do that, and then we'll be back to finish the lips. For lips, I'm going to use the Maybelline SuperStay Ink Crayon in the shade Settle for More number 65. It looks like this. It's like a really pretty kind of berry cranberry shade. So I'm just going to line my lips and then fill my lips in completely with this color. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Milani Make It Last setting spray one more time just to lock everything into place. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and try something like this for the holiday season. It's super easy to achieve, and I'm glad that we used all drugstore products to create this look. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below, as well as click the bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. But other than that, I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!